Okay, let's look at the second example. Now again, keep in mind, we are going to use highlighters to break up this problem. Now the first equation said what is 30% of 50. This time it says find 35% of 60. Now if you have a highlighter, I'm going to highlight these key parts that I recognize right away. So I notice a 35 with the percent, so I'm going to highlight that with my purple. Now if you don't have a highlighter, then I want you just to put a little cloud around that. So again, there's always a way to do this when you don't have extra highlighters, but if you do have them, I'd encourage you to get some. So if you need to pause the video and go grab them, that would be fine. Now notice the word of and 60. So of has to do with the whole. So if you don't have a highlighter, just put a rectangle around. And if you do have a highlighter, then I would highlight it yellow so that it matches our setup up here. Now, keep in mind that 100 never changes. So I already know 2 of the numbers. And remember, up here we said in every problem you will know 2 out of 3 numbers. So I know the purple and I know the yellow. We always know the 100 because that never changes. So what I need to find is my part. I haven't used my pink highlighter yet. So I'm finding, or you can, if you don't have a highlighter, you're going to circle that. So when we set up our proportion, remember this bottom part, 100, never changes. What I highlighted in pink, or if you circled it, is my is, and that's what I'm finding. So I don't know what that is. I'm going to put an X here. The whole is my yellow, or the rectangle, so that's 60, that goes down here. And then my percent always goes over 100, because a percent is a number compared to 100. That's why the percent always goes on top. So now we're going to cross multiply. So we get 100x equals, and then we're going to do 60 times 35. To finish this, we're going to divide by 100, and I'm going to type that into my calculator. So we type in 60 times 35 divided by 100. So x is 21. Now, if you're still doing some writing, please pause the video and then play it when you are caught up, or always feel free to rewind if you need to. For the third example on this page, we're going to, again, I'm going to highlight these parts that I know. So I see 40%, so right away I highlight that purple. If not, put a cloud around it. Of 210, so of represents the whole, is what number? So is what number? This is kind of like our first example, because this says what is, and this says is what. So we're going to set up our proportion. Remember, this bottom is 100. It never changes. So it's always 100. The percent always goes above that, so that's our purple, or 40%. Of always goes down at the bottom. Now be careful, even though this appeared first in our question and our part appeared second, 210 still goes on the bottom. Of, or is what number? That's our x. And we're going to solve using cross products. So 100x equals 210 times 40. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do so. The opposite of multiplying by 100, we're going to divide by 100. And on my calculator, we're just going to type in 210 times 40 divided by 100. So x is 84. Now real quick, because we just have a little bit left on the bottom of our paper, before I start a new video, we want to know, can percents be greater than 100? Well, sure they can. Prices can raise more than 100, so maybe the price of gas has increased 150%. So if gas started out at $3 a gallon, when $3 increases 150%, excuse me, so we're going to get $4.50. So this has increased, so it's gone up 150%. Okay. Let's see, maybe population has increased. So the population of our district has increased 200%. So percents can be greater than 100. It's just when something is increasing really quickly. Okay? All right, so those are some examples. That should be the end of your first page of notes, and you may turn the page. We'll do the next one.